I've decided to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to be talking over some of my climbing sessions over a couple of weeks of Melbourne's newest and biggest bouldering gym, Boulder Lab, Brunswick. Now, for those who would have seen my first video at this gym, this was a green I tried 2 hours into my session. Obviously I was too pumped by then, so I came back and first thing I try, whilst I'm fresh, my type of climbing, heel hooks, compression, toe hooks, slopers, and then the finish here was actually quite sketch. You can't really see from this, but I'm very high up there and I am sketched out by the height. So the sort of goal of all these sessions was just to see how many sevens I could get. So I've got a little tally up on the top left. You can see sevens, sixes, and any of their mystery grades I get. This blue one was troubling me quite a bit. Couldn't seem to get the feet right here, and I guess we'll see what happens. Up with a big move, but unfortunately, this is what my downfall was. So that's 1 out of 2 sevens done. On to my third, this black 7 here.
Too hard? Give up? Nice job. How was it?
Yeah, worked on this quite a bit. However, as you will see, unfortunately for me, wasn't to transpire into a 7. Very powerful, trying a different beta there, going up with the feet on the left. However, just didn't suffice. Also, it's probably my 10th attempt, although I've only showed sort of 4 or so of them, but just trying different things. A match there, nothing was to work. Now we got this blue 6, a nice, relatively straightforward overhang climb, bit of cave, and then on the face, some nice grippy jogs to some in-cut crimps over the face. And this climb, I was a massive fan of this black climb. Just have a watch. So I fall off there, so I think, you know what, let's try this again. I've got an idea for the beta this time, and well, you'll see in a second what I do with my feet to help myself out a little bit. Boom, that toe hook right there.
Come on. Yeah.
So you know what? Try it again. Now that I know the move, I rush up to that move. Bosh, lock it in. Here's a big one. Can I stick it? Bang on.
Yep, so strong. Come on.
This is a really fun 7. If you are in the local Melbourne area and you haven't checked this bouldering gym out, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, this place is so big. It's massive. That's 2 7s done, 1 6 done. Onto another 7, a long pocket climbing route, which I did try sort of halfway through my session, already relatively pumped. So could have got it when I was fresh, but you'll sort of see how it goes.
Right in my mind now.
Very slow, methodical. Probably should have moved faster here. I just couldn't stick that move. Bang, up. Massive move there. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a really long climb, so I've just been trying it from that move.
Come on.
A few too many cut looses there.
Come on.
And with a 90 kilogram frame, which I am, you can't afford many cut looses because that's a lot of weight going through the arms.
Come on.
And unfortunately, that is another failed 7. So we move on to a yellow 6, which was the last climb I tried when I first bouldered here. You would have seen it on that YouTube video, trying out Melbourne's biggest and best bouldering gym, whatever it was titled. This was my final climb after a 3-hour session, so I thought, you know what, let's try it while it's fresh. Really high hill, which is a nice cool move, but these slopers on the top left are absolutely awful. The feet are relatively sketch, so it does require a lot of trust. This was sort of maybe an hour or two into my session, so I'm a bit more fresh, but still, just unfortunately, just evaded me this nice corner. And we get to the vertical filmed climb, so a lot of these will be more zoomed in than usual. This was a really nice, this was their very first reset. Because it's a new gym, they didn't have to reset any walls for quite a while, but this was a nice 6 here. Just some sort of warm up. Holds weren't that great, just very grippy because of how new the gym is and all the holds are. And then you got a nice toe hook, bang. On to another 7. This was a bit less like my style. Underclings I'm not good at. High heels I'm not very good at. Shouldering moves I'm not very good at. So this was it was going to be a big challenge for me. You can already see I'm struggling to get that. But we persevere, because perseverance is important. The grades here, 7s, look, I would say a 7 is sort of a V4. Some people might say 7s are anywhere between a V3 to a V5. So I think V4's a pretty stable estimate of this. This red was probably more of a V4. Some of them can be V3s, and the really hard 7s are more V5s, and they're the ones you see I can't get. So that's another 7 done. Once again, that red and this black are the very starts of my my third session here, actually. But the second that is being shown in this video. It's all about being fresh. Wow, climbing would be a lot easier if you were just constantly fresh. But this crimp climb, was working on it with a couple just randoms that I met, and we're all sort of working on this part where everyone got stuck. There's heaps of options for your feet, but it just doesn't feel nice. Got to the end here, but that hold, yeah, it's a massive sloper. It was horrible. So we move on to a mystery climb, and a very cool start. Real awkward, real just really weird. I don't really know what was going on there. However, we move forward. The ending of this was relatively simple, a slopey pinches, which is actually my style. I do like a pinch that's slopey. Just, you know, the move here was relatively awkward. But that's the first mystery grade done in the video. Are there any more? Well, there's one coming up right now, and that's a question of whether I finish it. It's a nice yellow one here. A real flexible start, bumping up that left hand like that, just to get a little bit extra, more sort of extra room to stretch out. The start of this was really cool. You'll see sort of the end, you're just relying on shitty volumes for your feet, and those banana holds up there are not in cut. Yep, so that's another failed one. This was a 8 I was trying. I don't have 8s there, unfortunately, but this was one of the the 8s. I was feeling strong clearly. However, I was quickly humbled, as per usual. You just gotta love being humbled in a climbing gym. There's nothing like being humbled. When you think you're strong and you're feeling good, you go to the grade above where you'd usually climb, and it just does it in. Got the move there, but I just could not get out of there. I'm pretty sure this is like a 5 or a 6, but no, this is sort of just climbing, enjoying the fun. High heels. I like a nice jog ending with a high heel. That's my fantasy right there. So I believe that was probably a 5. This was a 6, definitely. This was in the session where I was now getting quite pumped. It was at that point in the session where 7s are sort of in the past. You're now looking at 6s because of just the evading strength. The skin's deteriorating and you are slowly losing technique like that. Just cutting loose when you don't need to. Classic climbing, my goodness. More easy stuff. Just getting a bit of endurance in. Just thought I'd show you some of the easy climbs there. Very flowy, nice footwork. Just some nice stuff. This one, absolutely scrumdiddly-dumptious. A long, nice route. Not straightforward. The feet were very much sort of, the hands were straightforward, the feet were not. Nice heel and toe work here, so it's good for technique building. Great for endurance. It's a really long cave climb. And the face, as you'll sort of see, is quite powerful. But was a big fan of this. I usually have absolutely terrible endurance, but this somehow seemed to work in my favor. You can just see, look at that. You're quite high off the ground at this point, but it's just a real nice climb. And bosh! There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a different video, just talking through. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video.